What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer. Overwatch 2 Season 4 is almost upon us, so in today's video, I'll be covering everything we know so far about this upcoming season, from its start date to new hero, map changes, new battle pass with skins, and of course, hero balance changes. So jumping right on into it, let's start with the start date, which will be Tuesday, April 11th, exactly 9 weeks after the start of Season 3. Yes, there's not much to say about it, it's pretty predictable in Overwatch 2 when seasons start, since each season is 9 weeks long. So if you haven't finished the Season 3 Battle Pass just yet and you want to get that Kiriko Mythic skin, make sure you have it done by this date, because this is when the new season will be launching. And with the new season will be a ton of new content, the biggest and most exciting of which is the brand new hero. When it comes to seasonal content releases, Blizzard has an alternating system where one season you get a new hero, and the next season new map, next season new hero, and back and forth and back and forth. And since in Season 3 we got the new Antarctic Peninsula map, Season 4 will in fact be featuring a brand new hero who we actually already know a little bit about. We don't know who exactly the new hero is yet, unfortunately, but we do know that at the very least this new hero will be a support hero, and that they'll evidently introduce a unique new way to interact with your team. Now, this could mean any number of things, and I won't delve too much into individual hero speculation here in this video. If you want to see more about that, I did a video fairly recently going super in-depth with everything we actually know about this upcoming support hero and giving a bit of speculation about who it could be and what they might end up doing. You can check that video out through the cards on screen, but the other important thing which has been noted about this upcoming new hero is that they're evidently cute, in the same way as Mercy is cute. Who knows what exactly that ends up meaning? That seems like a pretty broad range of what it could mean for a hero to be cute in that regard. So unfortunately there isn't a whole ton to really go off of based on that statement, but people seem to like cute characters, so I guess that's a good thing that we have to look forward to. I will also mention that getting a new support hero added to the roster is a great decision on Blizzard's part, simply in terms of what the game needs at the moment, since currently the support roster is very lacking compared to the other two roles, and I would love to see more diversity in terms of kit and abilities on the support front, so I'm very excited to see who this new hero ends up being and what they end up bringing to the game. Regardless though, I do expect us to start seeing teasers for this upcoming hero, whether they're teasing the character's backstory through the release of their origin story or something, or little social media teasers maybe hinting at their character or abilities. I imagine we're going to start seeing that stuff pretty soon at this point, given that the new season is so close. So I would just recommend keep an eye out on social media for any new updates, and of course I will be keeping you all up to date right here on my channel with any new information on the new hero that ends up getting released. But moving on now from heroes, next up let's talk about maps. As I already mentioned, we will not be getting a new map in Overwatch 2 Season 4, but there are some pretty major changes coming to maps in this upcoming season, which is that map pools are going to be removed entirely. Yes, that's right, at long last Blizzard will be ditching map pools. A fantastic decision, since map pools have always been dumb in Overwatch 2. I don't know why they ever thought it was a good idea to add them, but thankfully the devs have finally decided to remove them, starting next season. So all the standard quick play competitive maps will now be available in rotation going into Season 4, which I think is phenomenal because I've really been missing out on Watchpoint Gibraltar. It's been way too long since I've gotten to play that map. It is a good one. So thankfully all our favorite maps, they will all be there starting Season 4. Also, it's worth noting that the devs talked about upcoming changes to certain individual maps, specifically when it comes to spawns. Overwatch 2 game director Aaron Keller actually specifically referenced Watchpoint Gibraltar as a map they took out of rotation because they're working on it to sort of tweak some of the spawn rooms and the spawn mechanics, given that the defender's second spawn room was in sort of a weird location where you could often get pinned trying to come out of it if the attackers had just captured that point, and as such, there are evidently going to be some major changes to certain maps and their spawn rooms in certain areas, but this likely won't be coming in Season 4. In the original blog post where Aaron Keller talked about this, he said it probably won't be Season 4, but like maybe it could be, so probably Season 4 isn't going to start with these changes. Maybe we'll see them at the mid-season patch, but knowing how long it takes Blizzard to do things, yeah, I'm not going to bank on that being in Season 4 at all. That'll probably be Season 5 at the earliest. But nonetheless, keep in mind that there could be some individual map changes coming sometime in the relatively near future. Maybe. Moving on though, next up let's talk about skins and Battle Pass. There will of course be a brand new Battle Pass with Overwatch 2 Season 4, as there is every season, and presumably it'll have its own exciting, unique theme that'll only apply to half the skins that are actually in the Battle Pass, but nonetheless, I for one am very excited to see what this new theme ends up being. We don't have any indicators yet at the time of me recording this video suggesting what this theme is going to end up being. I will note it's interesting that the past 2 seasons have both been mythology themed, with Greek mythology in season 2 and East Asian mythology in season 3. So if I'm being honest, I'm feeling like we're probably not going to see another mythology themed season for season 4, because 3 mythology themed seasons in a row is a bit much. I wouldn't be surprised if they extended it to something more, I don't know, more thematic, like maybe we get a Junker themed season or some sort of like deep sea exploration theme. There's a ton of different possibilities when it comes to things like this, and certainly there's no end to the number of skins one might imagine when it comes to a theme like deep sea exploration. Like, oh, I don't know, deep sea diver Reinhardt. That would be a pretty cool skin idea, just saying. But speaking of skins, we are also going to be getting a brand new Mythic skin with this upcoming season's Battle Pass, which again, since we don't know the theme, we don't know which hero is going to be getting it or what it's going to end up being, but there is an interesting thing to take note, which is the pattern of Mythic skins we've gotten through the 3 seasons thus far. Season 1 had the Cyber Demon Genji skin, which was a damage hero. Season 2 had the Zeus Junker Queen skin, which was a tank hero. And Season 3 had the Amaterasu Kiriko skin, which was a support hero. Now, we all know how much Blizzard likes following their little patterns and such, so I would say it's most likely that we see a damage hero get a Mythic skin come Season 4. It would just fit in that same sort of cycle of, giving each role a skin just as, the seasons progress in a nice little order. And it certainly isn't guaranteed to be a damage hero at this point. Maybe they decide to throw in another tank Mythic skin for some reason. And more than anything, I'm sure it'll really depend on the season's theme and just whatever hero works best for whatever Mythic skin idea they have. But just keep in mind, if there's anything to go by at this point, seems like it could potentially be a damage hero Mythic, but we'll have to wait and see. The next thing I'd like to talk about in this video is upcoming balance changes. Now, the devs have hinted at a ton of balance changes coming in either Season 4 or potentially even later down the line after Season 4. Everything from outright hero reworks to just simple little tweaks and changes they have in mind for various heroes. But one of the biggest changes, which personally I'm most interested in seeing come to light, is the Brigitte Ultimate rework, which is a rework for her ultimate that has been teased for the better part of a year at this point. Since the launch of Overwatch 2 itself, Blizzard has been talking about how they're planning to rework Brigitte's ultimate, and based off of what they've said recently, it sounds like we're finally going to get this rework in Season 4, so that'll be an exciting change, since currently Brigitte is a bit of a lackluster character on the support roster, so I'm definitely excited to see what sort of changes she ends up getting. There also has been a teased mini rework for Roadhog, which isn't one that we have super clear clarification on whether it'll be coming in Season 4. They kind of hinted it would be, but then it seems like it also might be a bit farther off. So maybe that'll be like a mid-season balance patch we end up getting with the mini Roadhog rework. But again, a change which I am very eager to see what Blizzard ends up coming up with. I'm more than a little skeptical about what direction they might take him, given his sort of bizarro role as a tank hero currently, but I don't know, we'll see. So Roadhog is another hero we got coming. There have also been announced upcoming further changes for Mercy, given that Blizzard isn't satisfied with the direction she sort of went in following the Season 3 mid-season patch, which was almost a minor rework for her in a sense. There's also going to be changes for Mei, specifically regarding her primary fire and how that sort of interacts with enemies and the sort of status effects and debuffs that potentially inflicts on people. So maybe that's going to be a change to the slow mechanic. We don't know yet. Once again, that's sort of the theme of all these changes. We don't know too much just yet. But then they've also gone on to tease changes for Junkrat, Cassidy, and Sombra, so seems like we might be getting a pretty decent sized balance patch come Season 4. It's really nothing outside of the usual for a new season to launch with a significant balance patch of some kind or another, but these are the heroes which we know Blizzard is at the very least currently looking at when it comes to balance changes, and there are almost certainly other heroes who will end up getting minor changes as well, just because that's how it goes. So if you happen to main one of these heroes, keep in mind changes will be coming, hopefully for the better. And the final thing I'd like to touch on here in today's video is changes to in-game progression. Now, this is something Blizzard has talked about, the idea of giving better rewards for actually playing the game, whether that's adding credits or currency or whatever to the battle pass itself, so you get just a little bit more of a reward by leveling it up, or just better in-game feedback, like bringing back the on fire system or giving some sort of cards to show your successes and accomplishments at the end of any given match. There's a lot which Blizzard has talked about doing in terms of progression with Overwatch 2, and unfortunately, again, we don't have too much information on where they're actually planning to take a lot of these systems and the whole progression side of the game, but we do know that they are looking to further flesh it out in some way, and that we could start seeing some of these changes come as early as Season 4. Now, when the devs talk about this sort of thing, they often talk about it in a more long-term type context, so I don't expect to see a radically revised battle pass or something like that starting in Season 4, but certainly we might start to see some changes come in, maybe some little tweak to the on-fire system or a slight change in how currency is earned through the battle pass. Again, it's possible we see something like this. It's not something the devs have outright clarified will be coming in this upcoming season, but given that we know it's something they're sort of focusing on and considering at the very least, it does seem like something that might be coming as early as Season 4. And on that note, that does it for everything we know at the time being about Overwatch 2 Season 4. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts on the new upcoming season by dropping a comment down below. Are you excited to see who the new support hero ends up being? Or maybe you're more interested in some of the upcoming balance changes. Either way, be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.